Hello guys, I am Pilani and today I prepared 10 texture pack or rather shader packs in the newest 1.17 snapshots. These texture packs change the way Minecraft looks in the newest OpenGL technology introduced in the 21W10A snapshot, which you can read more about with this link in the description below. And just like always, if you want to see more texture pack videos like this, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later. Now let's get into today's video. Starting off with the first shader on the list, Animal Crossing shader. This texture pack limits your vision and kind of just rounding up your world, similar to the Animal Crossing New Horizon that was released last year. This was been a concept in the Minecraft community for quite a long time, and as you can see, it was made into a shader for Optifine as well. So if you're interested, I recommend you to try it out. Next up, we have the Super Blustery Day shader. This shader makes every block, including the water block, have a waving animation, similar to water and vegetation in shaders that is made for Optifine. The third spot on the list is the Vertex Fade shader. This shader also limits how far players can see, and it is achieved by giving the border a cool animation, which I think is a pretty cool effect, especially since it's made for vanilla Minecraft. The next one on the list is the Only Upwards shader. As the second most cursed texture pack in today's video, this texture pack makes it so the world around you swirls upwards until it reaches the height limit. Now, there are still some bugs and glitches while using this shader, but it is definitely one of the most interesting ones here. Next up, we have the Orthographic shader. When I first got my hands on this shader, I am absolutely shocked with what it does with your game. I mean, not even Optifine shaders can create something like this. As you can see on the screen, this shader pack increases your perspective to about 100 blocks away, and it will be interesting to see somebody beat Minecraft with this shader. The sixth spot on the list is the Sun Position shader. This is the most traditional shader-like texture pack on the list, and as the name suggests, this texture pack adds the bright surfaces and shadow surfaces depending on the sun's position, and is probably the closest thing we can get to a traditional shader. But do keep in mind that because there are no Optifine or any sort of optimization in your snapshots, using this texture pack will drop your frame rates by quite a bit. So if your computer is as much of a toaster as mine, I would not suggest you to use it on a regular basis. The next two texture packs on the list is the Vaporwave and Vaporwave Solid shader. These two texture packs adds in a futuristic punk style look to your Minecraft, and it honestly looks pretty amazing, and to be honest, I still cannot believe these are done with solely texture packs without Optifine, and I definitely do recommend you to check them out. The second to last one on the list is the Hollow Minimap shader. This texture pack adds in a semi-working 3D minimap on the bottom right of your screen. It is very buggy and there are not a lot of functional uses to it for now, but nevertheless it is still a very cool texture pack. The last shader on the list is the Wibbly Wobbly shader. Being the last one on the list, this texture pack is another cursed one in today's video, and as the name suggests, it makes the blocks around the players wiggle when you are moving. And just like most of shaders I mentioned earlier, there are still a lot of buggy animations here and there, but it is just so trippy. Alright, that was the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video and hope to see more contents like this in the future, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later. Now I will be seeing you guys in the next episode. Bye!